Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to show you or teach you some basics of learning Spanish. So first, I'm going to start with some easier parts for some of the more beginner Spanish. So this Spanish class will be for any person who doesn't speak Spanish or level 0 or more of a little bit of more an advanced level. So yeah, let's start. So let's start with hello is hola. And how are you means ¿qué tal? Okay. All right, so we got to the meanings. So that's what I'm going to start with first. And then I'll talk to you guys about what negative and affirmative is when using sentences. So first I'm going to start easy and teach you guys like the words, and then I'm going to teach you guys afterwards how to use it in sentences. So hablar means to talk, okay? So in a sentence that would be like, if you want to say, well, let's just start with definitions and then I'll explain to you the sentences afterwards. So hablar is to talk, hablar. To dance is bailar, bailar. To dance, bailar. Comer is, or to eat, I just said it, is comer, comer. To write, escribir. Cerrar, to close. Oh my god, I keep saying it in Spanish first. Okay, to close. Cerrar, cerrar. To close, cerrar. Okay. To do, hacer. Okay, so hacer can be two meanings. It can be to do or to make. To do, to make, because it's the same definition. So if you're going to say, I'm going to make something, voy a hacer esto. It's the same as, so basically, to do, to make. To go, ir. Okay. So what is hard in Spanish, well, any language is hard in that way, really, is that the word itself is different sounding to as when you use it in a sentence, like you, they, her, you know what I mean? So I'll explain after this. Okay. Venir, or to come. Venir, to come. Okay. To be, ser. To be, ser. To give, dar. To give, dar. To put, place, or set, poner. Poner. And to have is tener. Tener. Okay? So those are the definitions. Yes, it's gonna be hard in the beginning because like any language. But the cool thing about speaking Spanish or learning Spanish is if you get the chance to learn Spanish really well, like know it 100%, then you can learn other languages more easily, because like Spanish and American are really different. But like if you learn Italian, then if you like already understand Spanish, learning Italian is going to be easier than like if you're American and you're trying to learn Spanish. So, well, at least in my opinion, I find it out to be that way. Okay, so those are the definitions for this part right here, which I'll put a picture on my thumbnail so you guys can take a look. So I'm going to go over the negative and the affirmative. So the negative is when you're saying don't do this. And the affirmative is the opposite. It's when you're saying do this. So don't do this in Spanish means no hagas esto. So to do is hacer, but if you're saying don't do this, no hagas esto. So it goes from hacer to hagas. So I'll explain it in hablar, okay? So hablar is to talk, remember. And in negative, it would be no hables. And then, yeah, no hables. So you change the AR to an ES when you say no. Bailar, to dance. So that means no bailes when you're saying no. So really what is harder is learning the words, but once you learn the words, Basically what you have to do is just add an es most of the time. For example, comer, to eat. So there's es and there's as. So when you're using comer, it's comas, no comes. Escribir is no escribas. If you say, for example, in here, if you say no comes, you're saying you're not eating. But if you say no comas, you're saying don't eat. And then in escribir, it's the same thing. No escribas means don't write, but no escribes means you don't write. Okay. Cerrar is to close. So when you're saying no cierres, so don't close. And then if you're saying no cierras, it means you're not closing. So you see the difference. So as is you're not doing something, but if you say es, you are doing something. So in some words, so that's the hard part, is some words you have to kind of like, like sentence it out in your head and see like what sounds better. But over time when you learn Spanish, you'll understand. So I'm gonna do this one as my last one, and then in the next video, if I make a video this week before the weekend, I'll go over like the other half, if that sounds like a deal, because like I don't want to do too many. So hacer is to do. So when you're saying it in negative, is no hagas, so means don't do. But if you're saying you're not doing, this one's different, is no haces, you're not doing. Okay, so that's basically what the negative is. So really, if you learn the definitions, which is the harder part, which is because it's really different to the actual word, but once you learn these, you'll get the negative and affirmatives really well, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so now we're going to go over the affirmative, which is you're doing this now. It's not like don't do this, you're saying do this. That's the difference. So hablar is habla. Tú habla, saying talk, right? Bailar is baila. Baila. So basically, the affirmative is actually a little bit harder, but once you learn the words, it'll be way easier. Comer is come. Eat now, come. So most of the words have an E at the end, some have A in the end, some can have AS, so you study those really well, which I'm going to study with you, which we are studying now. So escribir, escribe, which is right now. Not right now as in right now, but like write in paper. Cerrar is cierra. That one's kind of difficult. So it's not cerrar, right? It's cierra. So it goes from a CER to a CIER. Hacer is to do. So when you're saying it to do now, it's haz esto, do this. So esto means this. You guys just learned a new word. And then, I don't know if I went over ir. Well, I did in the beginning, but not the negative. So the negative is, oh yeah, I did go over this, I think. So the negative is no vayas, as with it in the end. And in negative, affirmative, it's ve. No, ve al baño, go to the bathroom. Ve al cine, go to the theater. So yeah, so those I feel like are really important to understand in Spanish, is what it means, the affirmative and the negative, which you guys understand now, I hope at least. And yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Next time I make a video, I will go over the other half, but I want you guys to take your time and learn these first. And after this, I may explain like when to use accents, because those are really important in Spanish, especially when you want to speak it fluently, because accents change the words. Like I'm going to use esta, for example, okay? So the accents make it sound more like rough. Like it's not esta, it's more esta. Esta, it's not esta. It's more like ah. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to explain more over later on once I make this video a little bit more advanced, but I'm just doing a beginner's tutorial right now. So yeah, I did my best in teaching you guys Spanish. I hope you guys learned for sure. I think I did good enough for being my second video because I already did one video a while ago, a couple months ago. So yeah, see y'all next time.